Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to do Destiny 1 Vault of Glass, the first raid that ever came out to Destiny 1. So, it's a pretty old raid. Now, to start off the raid, you split up into teams of two people on left, 2 people in middle, and 2 people on right. Those are going to be the teams for a bit, basically. So yeah, you split up into teams and you defend these Vex plates from the Vex to form the Spire. Once the Spire has fully formed, it'll say in the bottom left hand of the screen above the super, the beginning is pretty much over, and you move on to the next encounter. So this is going to be a voiceover of gameplay that I recorded while playing Vault of Glass. So yeah, this is just gonna be a bit of a voiceover video. I think that is how I'm gonna do the next raid videos. I'm probably gonna do Polder and King's Fall. I might do Wrath, I don't know. But yeah. Middle plate has a weird bug in Destiny 1 where the middle plate ads tend to wander to left and right plate ads because they don't spawn by middle plate, they spawn by that doorway, and on the other side you just spawn in a clump, so they just tend to wander to left and right plate. So middle plate, not a lot happens. You can probably pretty much leave it alone if you just camp the 2 spawns. Besides that, yeah, pretty much good. So yeah, the beginning pretty straightforward. Vault of Glass, pretty straightforward. Not really any complex stuff unless you're doing challenges for Destiny 1. But yeah, in the distance where I'm looking, you can see that pillar. That pillar is a Spire. And it has a pretty cool animation, not gonna lie. I have no clue what my teammates doing in this barrel, but you know what? We're doing a raid, it's Destiny 1 raid, you don't need to try that hard. Spire is almost done. I have great reflexes. And there's a Spire. So the door is going to open. And now in Destiny 1, there's this cool glitch that you can do. You basically hop on your Sparrow and you ram yourself right next to the door, and you can see that crack, and you can basically get off, and that basically only saves you like a few seconds, because hold on, hear that noise? That's the door opening for everyone else. So it's just a cool and somewhat fun thing you can do, but it only just saves you a few seconds. So yeah, so this is where you get the chest. Pretty cool room. There is a secret path if you go straight down. I'll probably show that at the end of the video. So we're just gonna take the normal path on the Sparrow. Vault of Glass is a, I guess, well, it's not a big raid, but it is a big raid because you're in like a chasm. I'm just checking my internet connection. So yeah, if you ever want a challenge, you can try and get your spell all the way down here. It's pretty easy once you do it. Like, it takes a few tries to earn it, but once you do it, or do it like once and twice, it's pretty okay to do. So this encounter is defend the Conflux. And pretty straightforward. That big Vex pillar of light thing is the Conflux, and you basically need to defend it with the Vex. 2 people on left, 2 people mid, 2 people on right. Same thing. And yeah, for this case, you can just kill ads and don't let them come in. There's going to be 3 waves. One wave the Conflux will be in the back where you saw it. The second wave, the Conflux should be on left and right side, and then the third wave, 3 Confluxes will spawn left, right, and middle. On the second wave, there are 2 Confluxes, like the 1%, yeah. But yeah, this part, pretty easy to do. It's just the don't die part, because in Destiny 1 raid on Humanity, if you die, you can't be revived unless you have self-res. What can I do? I'm running it because I can, if I die, I can just rest myself and keep on playing, so I don't have to respect it in ghost form. So yeah, since this is a voiceover, you're gonna see like cuts, or you'll see one screen and then just have to another part. And basically it's the same thing, you just have to wipe. In Destiny community, wipe means everyone kill yourselves and then you start the encounter and try again. So that works. So that's that. Bleh. Okay, I can't say the word that. I can't. What wipe means in the Destiny 1 community and Destiny 2 community. Oh, also, if you step in that green pool of death or vomit, everyone calls it vomit or a different word. I'm not going to say that word because it's going to be monetized. Anywho, basically if you step on that green vomit, you'll get this green goo on your screen, and green goo, green vomit, basically useless. Basically if you step in that green puddle, you'll get vomit on your screen, and if you don't stand up to the plate right there, you're gonna die. So if you stand it, probably just say does anyone else have vomit on your screen? And if someone do, you both say 3, 2, 1, and you both get in the pool of light down the middle. And that's how you cleanse yourself up from vomit. So yeah, that's a somewhat useful mechanic to know. So basically, if you got green vomit on your screen, just go down to middle and cleanse in there. But make sure just make sure that you tell someone that you're gonna do it in case someone else has it. So yeah, Conflux is pretty straightforward. The next thing I like about Destiny 1 raids is that you don't need to go radio silent, because I did Destiny 2 Vault Class in an Oracle's encounter. Yeah, basically 3 people are allowed to talk and they just say numbers, while the 3 kill ads in Destiny, because if someone that is killing ads is just talking going on, the call outs can be messed up or missed, which kind of sucks because then got restarted. So yeah, that's why I like Destiny 2 raids. They're fun, but yeah, that's like the one problem I have with them, because Destiny 1 you can basically do a encounter and have a casual conversation. So yeah, after one wave, Confluxes and Templars spawns these guys, and basically if you got a tether or a super, you just chain down the middle, or shoot out a hunts, that's rockets. Pretty fun to do, really good chaining, as you can see. Chain is, well, we got rid of it in Destiny 2. Pretty much, we didn't get rid of it, it just made it a lot more harder, impossible to do. So yeah, in Destiny 1 you can chain, so basically one person casts the super and they pick 7 orbs, they pick up someone else picks up the orbs, they make 7 orbs, and then the Guardian A gets his super out, and that's super slash orb chaining. So you just chain the supers, which is really fun to do, but unfortunately they kind of made that difficult in Destiny 2. So yeah. Here's a legendary tether. Best way to make orbs in both games. You got the hunter with a good tether build. Those are a lot of orbs. You know, I don't know why I went to that. You know, Orbeez, like you buy them in packets and then you put them in water, they soak up the water, and then turn to these like squishy marbles. I don't know why my brain went to that when I was talking about Orbs in Destiny. But yeah, they have the same thing. Moving on. Oh, much. Yeah, moving on. So yeah, this is 3 waves. There's only 3 waves of Conflux so yeah. Ooh. Don't really have any memories here. It's just kill or be killed. Or Vault of Glass. I think I do have an effect when they spawn clouds. Oh yeah, and then you want to be careful of supplicants. Supplicants are harpies that blow up, and when they blow up, if you need it, you're dead. So yeah, don't recommend. Alright, this next encounter is Oracles. Now this is a different, yeah. Next encounter is Oracles. Basically, you need to destroy those yellow boxes or yellow glowing boxes. They're called Oracles, but pretty much the description is yellow glowing boxes. If you don't kill them within like 30 seconds of them spawning, you die. Basically. Well, you don't die, everyone gets marked for liquidation, and then everyone has to go into middle and cleanse themselves. But Oracles in Destiny 1. Somewhat easy, at the same time, really hard. One, on the 2nd to 4th wave, hobgoblins come out, and they can 2-tap you. So, yeah, you got that problem, and then on the ground, you have the Templar doing fast damage with Minotaurs and Dex dudes doing fast damage. So it's straightforward. The only challenge is don't die. It isn't that hard, but yeah, it's pretty hard to not die. My strategy is 1 round, kill ads and destroy the oracles. And don't even bother trying to kill the snipers because they just respawn, which is annoying. But yeah, you can see how you can get 2-tap on those guys. So yeah, basically kill the oracles, kill ads, eliminate and dodge snipers. That's basically the oracle encounter in a nutshell. I tend to just run in a circle. Prioritize oracles, then ads, then maybe have goblins if you like it. If you're a titan, you normally have bubble somewhere, so someone could like just stop and rest your fingers, because to this entire counter, if you stand still, you're probably gonna die from those hobgoblins, or from something. So yeah, you can try to do 2 on left, 2 middle, 2 on right, but yeah, it's kind of a free-for-all oracles. It's just 1 round like a tennis chicken and kill shit. But yeah, oracles. Pretty fun thing to do. I guess both ways in Destiny 1 to I prefer Destiny 1 oracles since you don't have to shoot them in order. As a kid, as a kid, we would normally get stuck on the 4th wave of oracles because we were like missing 2nd to last one, which would kind of suck, but yeah, it's fine. if you're a hunter, you can use Celestial Golden Gun, just Golden Gun to get rid of the Oracles. If you're a Warlock, I don't know, good luck surviving this one chance as yourself, not die. Because the more people, the better. Most tactics for Oracles is 3 people kills Oracles and then 3 people kills the ads. That can work, but sometimes falls apart. Using my favorite metallic sword, Jumper, I'm feeling one thing. Probably already showed off the power ability. And that's Oracles for you. Alright, next encounter, Templar. This guy he's a cool looking raid boss in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, all the raid bosses look cool. Well, maybe not Bossic. Yeah, Bossic is probably the only raid boss that doesn't look cool, I guess. And maybe in someone else's opinion he's cool, but I never find him cool. But Templar encounter. Someone picks up the Relic and you kill 2 Oracles, and if the Relic has a super, you can knock down the Templar and do damage. Now for Templar there are Oracles comes in pairs of 2, so you kill 2 Oracles and then you can down Templar. When you down him, you're gonna say 3, 2, 1 down, and then you're gonna shoot it, because once you down him, 3 people are gonna get detained. That's what those bubbles are. And if you jump, you're dead. So yeah, don't jump. But yeah, once you do yourself from those containments, you basically nuke Templar while the Relic one makes it rotates between 2 points, left and right. I'm gonna show a Relic one video as well, the path I need to do video. So yeah, basically that's the strategy for Templar. There's the living crap. One is Strangleholds, snipers, sweepers, probably want weapons, bubble, or tether. And yeah, that's pretty much Templar. Now there is a secret path that you can take, but we're going to take the normal route. The normal route, I think, is shorter than the secret path. The secret path leads you straight to a secret chest, but we'll show the secret path at the end of the video. Again, we're gonna show the different paths and different roles at the end of the video. So yeah, the Gorgon's Labyrinth. This part of Destiny, I think it probably kicked off my stealth side, I guess, because you basically gotta navigate in the maze and sneak past that the oh man, I forgot what those guys called, Harpies. Now when I was little, I always thought the Harpies were taken because they were black and blue / white. So that's why I always thought they were taken, but yeah, Gorgon's Labyrinth, you basically need to avoid the Harpies that can wreck your fight team if they see you. So yeah, this is, if you're into stealth, well, this basically kicked off my stealthing passion. So yeah, we're gonna take a route called the walkway. Basically you go forward, you hide behind that rock, you wait for that Gorgon to go, and then you basically run straight over that rock, take a right, then kind of just go straight into that little cave, hug the wall, and then you're gonna jump over that, well, walk over that rock. Because if you run, sprint, jump or double jump, or shoot, the Gorgons will hear you and come to your position. So yeah. Yeah, I always like to do that at the end of the Labyrinth, just to screw with the Gorgons. So yeah, Gorgon's maze, pretty fun and short encounter. Also the walkway, I call it the walkway because you're jumping on rocks at the end of the video then. But yeah, the path that we took, I call that the walking way because you basically just walk and sprint at some points. So I know that path was a bit confusing, but like once you do it like 2-ish times, you get the hang of it. But this part, I never really understood why they had this in the wall of glass, because it's a wall with a really short edge. Alright, next encounter is the Gatekeeper encounter. Basically, I'm gonna let this start real quick while I explain it on the way. But basically, on the Xbox 360, if you got this far, you A, joined someone, or you had a very dedicated raid team. Alright, so Gatekeeper encounter. I think this is called the Gatekeeper encounter. I could be wrong. But I think you won a shotgun on Warlock if self-res, because there are a lot of yellow bars and the shotgun can one-tap them. Oh, and then there's also goblins that can 2-tap you. You'll see the 2-tap example in a moment. So yeah, I can 2-tap you. I basically run around with a shotgun until I'm dead and clear side. But if I died, I kind of fall back and open these. But yeah, they played Destiny 1 on Xbox 360. So basically, to find a raid team, you can't do posts. So basically, you'll sit in the tower, invite everyone to a party, start streaming, and then go to the next. You go to a little bit, then go back to the tower to get to the lobby, invite everyone again, and see if anyone joins. And if you do join, you'll say, hey, you want to do a raid? And you'll say the name of the raid, and it'll be yes or no. And then you repeat until you have 6 people. That can take 10 minutes to infinite, depending on how long you want to look for people. So yeah, that's how you would get a raid group back in the day. So Gatekeeper encounter. Basically, you kill all the ads, then you kill the Hydra in the middle. You are supposed to pick up the shield, but the strategy is basically don't pick up the middle shield, open the 2 gates, and have people go in. If you're going in, just use Russian Nighthawk or 6 shots of Gunhorn and kill the Templar. Blockades the enemy. And then you basically run it and you head back out. You do that on each side. Also, once you go into a portal, you'll get a debuff, and you need a relic to cleanse yourself from that debuff. So yeah, basically once you have 2 relics from each port, you get 1 relic from the left side, you get 1 relic from the right side. Once you have 2 relics, you go to middle, so picks up middle relic, and I have 3 relics, 1 person defends middle on the staircase, and then the other 2 relics defend each portal, because Minotaurs are going to come out and just want to knock them to the side. In the portal, you teleport to the Conflux that you want to defend, that's in the middle right there. And yeah, I don't want the Minotaurs to go to the Conflux. So yeah, that's basically the Gatekeeper encounter. Pretty quick for Destiny. next encounter is Atheon. I think he has yeah, all way bosses have a cool spawn animation. But that's just spawn animation. I wouldn't say it was cool, I guess interesting. But yeah, basically you have to wipe because someone's spawning in the portal. And if you spawn there, you basically get the debuff that kills you in like a minute. So yeah. I'm just pushing my teammates out of the way because they are AFK, away from the keyboard or controller. So yeah, to start off Atheon counter, he spawns, 3 people on left, 3 people on right, and you stand on the next gate, to open up the portals, because Atheon is going to teleport 3 random people. The teleport people, one of them grabs a relic and kills the ads in the middle, and then you while the other 2 people just destroy the man, why am I studying that? Anywho, basically you get teleported, one person picks up relic, kills one ads, other 2 kills all the oracles, and yeah, that's basically what you do. People on the outside can come in and help you. So yeah, once you get 6 miracles, you just damage. When I was little, I would just use another farm and just find another farm and shoot at him. If you're a war hunter, you just tether him if you're protecting about 5 seconds to get out, because that's when the work respawns, and if you're middle, you're kind of dead. And then you got this tiny stuff, so when people get, so when the random 3 people get teleported, people that don't get teleported get retained. And then you can look on your mini-map, or you normally call out on a planet. Green is Venus, and red is Mars. So I like to do it. Mars has 4 letters and left has 4 letters. So Mars is left, and then Venus has 5 letters, and then white has 5 letters. So Venus is right side. So that's a little quick tip to that tip works in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, which is nice. Yeah, basically you can maybe one phase. If you can 1 phase to maybe 4 phase Atheon in Destiny 1, but normally it is 3 or 2 phase or maybe 3 phase for Destiny 1. But yeah, that's an Atheon that's for you. Now these next few clips, the first clip is going to be the secret path at the beginning to get the secret chest. I'm gonna show you. You basically jump off halfway into the hole, and you kind of follow that path until you hit the secret path chest, and then you continue that path until you connect to your group, or until you hit Conflux's encounter. It's basically a yeah, it's just a different route to the Conflux encounter. So yeah. I forgot I was gonna say Atheon. Oh well. But yeah, basically both paths lead the same place. One gives you secret chest, the other one is a bit quicker. And there's attempted murder. Alright, this clip I am gonna one relic for the Templar. My strategy is kill supplicants and 2 oracles, and then I my super down him, but I did not, so you want to down him as soon as you get rid of those 2 oracles. I did not, so we're gonna do a second wave of oracles. So that's 1 oracle. I'm waiting for the guy to get the other oracle. I'm gonna say something down, and yeah, then jump in the air, And then this is the path that is pretty good to do Templar in Destiny 1. Kind of just do a free go in or hug the outside of the V and then kind of go in. So yeah, it's pretty much a V shape. You go, it's like a U, basically. V, U, kind of the same thing. You want to jump over when you cross the middle, so you don't got a giant stupid shot. And basically just repeat that path of the outside when you're going towards safety, and then when you're going to block him, you come out the middle and jump over. And yeah, one Relic is yeah, it's a bit hard to do because you don't really want to die. So I'm doing, well, we're doing challenge. Basically he can't teleport, but that's kind of what everyone does because it's easier that way. If he don't like his teleport, you basically just need to kill towards the protocols and until the Relic has is super. So yeah. Oh wait, next bit is going to be the secret path at Templar. So I already showed you the normal way to Templar, that door. If you head over to the left side, there's going to be like a little secret entrance that you can do that will take you straight to an exotic chest. But first you're going to open up this chest and get Spirit Bloom. I think that says Spirit Bloom, I'm pretty sure it says Spirit Bloom. But yeah, this is a little fun secret path to do. It's if you have claustrophobia, yeah, I would probably not recommend it because it's a bit claustrophobic and it's somewhat of a maze, not really. It's just like very windy and noodly, I guess. So yeah, pretty if you take this path, your goal is just to go down. That's your only goal, just go down as far as you can. You want to be a bit careful because you can die from fall damage. So after a bit, you'll find the secret chest. Now you can from the starting point of the walk, you can backtrack to this chest. So yeah, and then there's another secret chest if you head right from the starting walk. I might have showed you the starting walk, but if I haven't, I'm going to right now. It's basically gonna, well yeah, basically you kind of just go down this hole, and then it's where that teammate is standing on that walk in blue. So yeah, that's the starting walk. Alright, so this is the path that I took as a kid. I call this the walk path because I'll be jumping on walks. Basically, you kind of just follow that Gorgon, and yeah, you hide behind that walk. Now, when I was little, I always thought I needed a smoke bomb / invisibility bomb from a hunter. Turns out you don't, because I always thought because you're looking directly at the Gorgon. But hey, I guess it's fine. He's a bit blind. Anywho, you kind of just make your way up this walk with the least amount of jumping you can do. Once you make on the top of that walk, you kind of make sure that Gorgon isn't looking up, and you kind of just jump to that walk. Then you make it to the top of this walk, and you kind of just jump to that walk. After that, you can just come up here, and once you see that harpy go behind that pillar, you can make a beeline for the exit. kind of just hug the white wall and then take the first white you can. And that's the walkway to do the Gorgon maze. Now the last clip I'm gonna show is kind of just a showcase of Venus when you get teleported by Atheon, fighting Atheon. So yeah, same mechanics. Three people got teleported, destroy all the coast, and get out. Or the people that didn't get teleported, build the correct portal for you to get out. So yeah, this is just kind of Venus in Destiny 1. And then when I came out the portal, Supplicant was waiting for me and I avoided it, but I think I might have got my teammate, so he kind of died.